email contacts, make sure that people do it. Okay. Continuing on. Okay. Then we're getting into the Mike's Corner stuff that I really kind of think is cool. This is stuff that comes in on me for the newspaper, internet, sources on the news. This is kind of stuff. California last year being Democrat governor, Democrat Congress, everything's Democrat. They just shove through whatever they want. They run the state. They said transgender kids are being discriminated against. We're going to say, pass a law that says from kindergarten to 12th grade, you determine which gender you are. If you're a boy thinking you're a girl, you tell me you're a girl, bingo, you get to go in the girls' showers. You get to play on the girls' sports teams. You get to use the girls' bathrooms. First grade, second grade, all the way up to senior year in high school. Boys shower with the girls. Girls can shower with the boys. You just tell me you're transgender, and you're cool. Well, of course, the conservatives kind of flipped out on that, saying this, you know, we can take care of these folks, but you're crazy to do this. So, you know, I went to 2 daughters in junior high. I know what it's like in 7th and 8th grade. It's you know, they don't need boys in the shower with them. I guarantee you that. Okay? Plus all the other stuff. This law went into effect January 1st. The Democrats, this is what the law is. The conservatives collected enough signatures that are being validated right now by, what is it, February 24th. If they validate the signatures, which was like 650,000, they'll put it on the ballot in November to say, this is stupid. We are going to repeal this law, period. So if the signatures are verified, they will hold off on the law until the November election. And just pray that they get some sense out there in those people. The only thing I want to tell you this, I'm going to update you this. We'll update this through November. This is what happens when you give power to liberals. You give them complete power, that is what you get. And if you're happy with that, then God help you. Amen to that. Okay, you can help those transgender kids. You can help them. You know, that's fine. You can make some accommodations. You don't have to do this. But this is what they do. And if you're not out here, you get the government. They get the government they deserve out there. And this is what it is. Okay. Gun Barrel City. This came in the internet. Gun Barrel City, I don't have to get the whole thing. This is just a part of it. It had a page thing. Gun Barrel City basically said, we as the city council, I'm going to read this to you, resolved by the city council of the city of Gun Barrel, in order to provide for, protect the safety, security, and general welfare of the city and its inhabitants, the city supports every head of the household residing in the city limits to maintain a firearm. Any liberals in here, that means a gun. Those little bullet things. Together with ammunition, which means you can use it as opposed to just a paperweight. It'll shoot. You got a gun and ammunition. Basically saying if we support the fact that you can have a gun and ammo. Gun Barrel City. They rock. So there was a question, would Longview support something like that? It's an interesting question. Okay, just wanted to say that this is what's going on around the country here. It didn't say you have to have one. It says we support your right and desire to have one. This ain't California. This ain't Gun Barrel City, California. I can guarantee you that. Okay, next one. We'll take care of it. Well, if there's an NRA guy who wants to do that, come talk to me and we'll help push it. This was in the newspaper in Longview News Journal. I don't know. It was on one of the pages. I looked at that and I went, I don't know who that guy is. I don't know who he's trying to portray. It says impeach me. I kind of got an idea, but I don't know. It didn't really say. I didn't really want to know. I just thought this was the funniest thing. It's a guy on the road in Hallsville holding up the sign. And I thought, you know, thank God for Hallsville. You know, you just got to love stuff like this. That made my day. All right, next one. Hypocrisy shines through. This is the liberal hypocrisy with Christie. Big friend of all the libs up there. Okay, big friend of the news media, the big mass news media. Okay, they have a lane closing. Anyone doesn't know what happened in New Jersey with the lanes and the traffic and all that? Okay, it's pretty well, I mean, you know about it because the news media devoted 17 times more coverage to that Bridgegate thing with Christie in the first day or two than they did for 6 months in the IRS targeting with Gestapo tactics Tea Party groups. It was more important about closing a few lanes of traffic than it was using the IRS to beat down the Tea Party. They gave 2 minutes and 8 seconds to the IRS targeting Tea Party groups in 6 months. And they gave 17 times that coverage to Christie and his issue, because he's a Republican, conservative, in a day or two. This tells you, if you ever wonder if the major news media, the hypocrites, there it is. Where it is. I mean, I think IRS targeting Tea Party groups is a pretty big thing, worth more than 2 minutes and 8 seconds. Now, if Ted Cruz was the guy, he was targeting groups from MoveOn.org. Do you think the news media would give him 2 minutes and 8 seconds worth of coverage in 6 months? Yeah, if you do, then I can hear your brains rattle when you shake your head, because you got two little BBs. If you really think that, that's not the way it is. I'm not insulting you. I'm just saying that you're just not aware. So, okay, next. Who in Congress is rich? This came out. Basically said, Center for Responsive Politics published results of the Senate and the House up in Washington. Who's got bucks and who doesn't? Okay? Well, you think they're all rich up there. Well, in Texas here, Michael McCall is worth $143 million. He's got something to do with internet and companies like that through his wife or something. So he's got bucks, kind of like John Kerry. John Cornyn's worth about $700,000, according to what he says. Now, his wife may be loaded, I don't know, but that's what they're reporting. Ted Cruz says he's worth about $3.1 million. Most House and Senate members came in between $21 million and $5.5 million. Personally, I don't care how rich they are, as long as they do common sense conservative decisions. They make good decisions. I don't care if they're poor or rich, I don't care anything. Then there's Louis, our Louis Gohmert. Louis Gohmert was reported to have a net worth of a minus $162.5. If you say Louis is in it for the money, Louis is in it for the power, Louis is in it for the prestige, and he's in it for the money because he's a crook like the rest of them, show me. He's a pretty dumb crook, okay, for $162,000 negative. The man is sacrificing because it's a principle he believes in. If you don't support that kind of stuff, it's over. So, just to let you know, next time you see Louis, thank him. Thank you, Louis. You're sacrificing for us. For my children, you're sacrificing. Okay, next. National debt. Here's what you and I owe on the national debt. This is my big thing. I love beating on this because it's so logical, so rational. $17 trillion. Nobody knows what $1 trillion is. It's just a thing you don't know. About Kobe Bryant makes $3.5 million a year playing basketball. He's the highest paid basketball player, over $30 million a year. He would have to play basketball 32,837 years to reach $1 trillion. Then he's got to play 16 more years of times that to pay off the national debt. And he makes $30 million a year. That's how big the number is. 1 trillion seconds. 1 trillion seconds ago, not 17, just one. It puts you 29,000 years before the birth of Christ. How many seconds are there in a day, a week, a year? That's how big that number is. And nobody, they say trillion, it just goes over your head. Nobody really understands. That's how big it is. When the major lamestream media calls the Tea Party people crazy, when they say this debt ceiling, you're nuts, you're crazy, you're just killing the country, tell me that's good. Tell me you want more of that. Tell me you want to take us back to the beginning of the universe in a number of seconds to pay off that debt. And you got to pay it. It ain't going away. That's how bad it is. That's why we're here. That's my big thing. Okay, next. The budget. They just passed a big old budget, $1.1 trillion. There's that trillion word again. Okay. Nobody understands the trillion. The House passed it. This is the money to spend for the budget for the year. $3 million a word for the budget. Every word costs $3 million. There's $700 million a page in that bill. If it was 1 page or 2 pages, I'd say, cool, we're doing okay. It is almost 1,600 pages. Each page costs us $700 million. It's simple math. This is what these people are spending. And they go, we don't have enough. We need more. We just don't have enough. My gosh, I'm giving you $3 million a word. If I got paid $3 million a word for what I'm talking up here, here I come. You know, Maui, right, Cindy? Maui. We're in Tahiti because we can afford more than that. So the Constitution only has 4,500 words. That's it. That's it. The Declaration of Independence has 1,500 words. That's what made our country. That's all. It wasn't 18,000 pages long. It didn't cost $20 billion a word. You know, as far as words go, I have no words to explain that. Words escape me. Now, it's not all downer, okay? So, I'm going to bring you back up. Okay, next one. Next one. Okay, way to go, Longview. Longview's got a ranking of 7. Number 7 out of 179 small metro areas. This is a great thing for Longview. This shows how vibrant our region is. It shows how well we're managed around here. Longview is second among 13 Texas metro areas that made the list. 13 in Texas, we were number 2. The study was done by the Milken Institute. The main driver was economic job growth, something that Obama does not understand. Job growth, Barry, makes this list, okay? Obamacare doesn't. It didn't make the list because we love Obamacare. The only other Texas city that ranked higher was Midland. Those people out there are gone nuts with the oil and gas. Now, word has it, I can't confirm it, word has it, it's a rumor, that Obama's taking credit for the great job that Longview did and all that because, hey, Longview didn't do that. You know, they couldn't have done that. I did that. That's just a rumor. I don't know. Can't say for sure. Next one. Okay, Groundhog Day. Groundhog Day in the State of the Union address this year fell almost on the same day. They were real close. One event was centered around a meaningless ritual in which we look to an insignificant creature of little intelligence for guidance and a prediction of America's future. The other one involves the groundhog. After the national debt and everything else, I figured you need a little joke. I'm just asking, it's only funny when it's true. You don't laugh at stuff that ain't funny. I know, okay. Okay, global warming update real quick. I got to go, because I'm getting kneecapped here. Funny twist of irony, 52 global warming or climate change people were on a Russian ship trapped in Antarctic ice before Christmas. They just got rescued. They went to Antarctic to study and confirm the breakup and the melting of the Antarctic ice cap. It's melting, global warming. We're going to go study it. They were sucked and trapped in the ice. How ironic is that? 3 ships, 3 icebreakers tried to reach them. They couldn't. The ice was too thick. Apparently, no one told them that ice freezes. Even the ocean freezes in the Antarctic in the winter because it's cold. It is not warm. So, anyway, where's the media coverage of these people? Their global warming went down there. They got frozen in the ice for like, month and a half. Where's the reporting on this? Global warming, people get frozen in ice. Pretty ironic. Next. New Obama TV program. A&E is now canceling the Duck Dynasty program. They're going to have a new reality show about Obama's White House and what it does in there. They're going to call the new show Duck Responsibility. No more Duck Dynasty, Duck Responsibility. Now I know how Jay Leno feels. I didn't write that joke, I just put it up there. Okay? The show promises to win all possible TV real-life drama awards because it's pretty well real-life drama. Okay, next. Thank you for your support. Cindy and I and our board of directors say thank you for all you've done. And we don't say this enough. You know, you come out, you help us with our projects, you help us with our floats, stuff on 4th of July, Alley Fest, the balloon race, and things like that. We really appreciate it. We like your time and talents when you volunteer to help candidates. All this stuff really makes a difference in our group. We just want to say thank you for that. If you can afford to give us some donations in the box to help us cover our costs that we have through the year, that'd be great too. But we want your time and talents. The boxes are out there on the left, also for the church because they let us use this facility. So we just want to say thank you for everything you do for us. It's, you know, it's a wonderful thing. We're here because you support us. Time and talents and your attendance. Okay, next. First guest speaker tonight. Cindy's right, David Watts. Okay, well, all right. Mr. Watts, the candidate for Texas Land Commissioner. If you looked at the sheet of paper, I just happened to put down that Vocal did endorse Mr. Watts for Land Commissioner on their selected candidates. So please welcome David Watts.